Superman.
Things have been moving in top gear for DC ever since James Gunn and Peter Safran assumed their positions as the new CEOs of DC Studios. There have been tons of important announcements and revelations regarding the future of DC, and the upcoming major movies and TV shows are intriguing enough to keep you excited. From another Batman movie to Superman, Supergirl, and many more, we have plenty coming up over the next few years. In this video, we'll explore the major movies, animated series, and TV series that are all set to entertain the fans this year and beyond. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin.
I shall not compromise.
Watchmen Chapter 1, August 13, 2024. Many DC fans are eagerly awaiting the release of the two-part Watchmen movie that will adapt the classic comic book series. The trailer has been quite exciting for Chapter 1, and it's all set for a release on the 13th of August. The project comes from Warner Bros. Animation and Paramount, a combination that sets the expectations high among the fans. The director is none other than the talented Brandon Vietti, and the two-part movie also features a commendable voice cast: Matthew Rhys as Dan Dryburgh, Titus Welliver as Rorschach, and Walter Kovacs. Katie Sackhoff as Laurie Juspizik, and Silk Spectre are some promising names in the mix of things. Alan Moore's comic book series has been extremely popular over the years, and we expect the director to do justice to the rich storyline. Previously, Zack Snyder's live-action feature adaptation Watchmen was well received in the theaters back in 2009, and almost a decade later, an HBO series also soared through the popularity charts. If Watchmen Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 are done right, there's no reason why it cannot be one of the finest DC projects of this year. Even Chapter 2 is supposed to be released later this year, but a date hasn't been finalized yet.
I got ambition. I can help you.
The Penguin, September 2024. The Penguin, aka Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot, is easily one of the most intriguing Batman villains out there, even though one might be confused by his non-intimidating appearance and lack of any such superpowers. The infamous mobster in Gotham City rose through the ranks and emerged as one of the primary mob bosses in the region, and Colin Farrell's portrayal of the character had struck a chord with the fans in the Batman movie. He reprises his role alongside the likes of Kristen Milioti and Renzi Feliz, and the Penguin TV series is all set to premiere in the US on HBO on the 19th of September. There are going to be 8 episodes for the first season, and if Colin Farrell gets his act together, we're in for another stellar performance that will be worth remembering. The story is reportedly going to be set a week after the events of The Batman 2022, and we should witness the events that led to Penguin's rise to power in Gotham City's brutal criminal underbelly. Created by Lauren LeFranc, who is also the showrunner, this TV series will also have the backing of Matt Reeves, who's one of the producers. This much anticipated project has been in the making since 2021, and without any further delays, we'll get to experience the life story of Penguin very shortly. Also, it's interesting to note that the show will apparently bridge the gap between The Batman and its sequel, and we expect a high viewership for this one. Joker Folie à Deux, October 4, 2024. When Todd Phillips came up with the first Joker movie in 2019, it emerged as an overwhelming success, grossing over $1 billion at the worldwide box office. Joaquin Phoenix bagged the Best Actor award at the Oscars for his unforgettable performance, and the movie teased the sequel to follow. It's been an agonizing 5 years since then, and finally, the entire team is back to relive the drama in the 1980s Gotham City. What's more, this time around, Todd Phillips also roped in Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn, a role that will be under the scanner. Her knack for vocal acrobatics makes her a great choice for the role, and we don't think she'll disappoint. According to the reports, almost the entire team from the first movie has returned for the sequel, and Zazie Beetz, Lee Gill, Steve Coogan, Brendan Gleeson, and Catherine Keener are some of the other key cast members. If the trailer is any indication, the sequel is going to capture the grim tone of the first movie, and the chaos will continue unchecked as Joker embarks on his journey, this time with a capable sidekick in Harley Quinn. The disturbing musical romance has already captivated viewers in the brief trailer, and the movie should pick up from the time when Joker's locked away in Arkham Asylum for his involvement in the uncontrolled Gotham City uprising. Harleen Quinzel is one of his fellow patients, and the two soon develop a unique bond. It's quite evident that the duo will break out of Arkham and wreak havoc on the city once again. Expect a musical journey to go down in history, and we wouldn't be surprised if Joker Folie à Deux, with an R rating, manages to secure several Oscar nominations once again. Superman Superman and Lois Season 4, October 17, 2024. Superman and Lois is a show that offers a glimpse into the life and family of the ultimate DC superhero, and the series has gathered a decent fan following over the first 3 seasons. The 4th and final season had been toying with the release date for a while now, and finally the San Diego Comic-Con has set the cat out of the bag. The calendar should be marked for October 17th. The first episode of the final season, titled The End and the Beginning, is directed by Gregory Smith, and this should set the tone for the rest of the season, with 10 episodes in total. Superman and Lois are going to deal with some entirely new challenges, and there have been talks about how the fans can expect loads of action and drama to sum up an eventful show. The makers could have gone with a longer run, but there have been some budget cuts and strategic shifts in programming which have led to the decision to finish things off this season. Almost all the main cast members are supposed to reprise their roles, and Tyler Lynn as Superman and Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois Lane are confirmed to make a comeback. The others will include Alex Garfin as Jordan Kent, Michael Bishop as Jonathan Kent, and Michael Cudlitz, who's going to appear as Lex Luthor. Watch out for the new episodes on the CW network, and we all hope for a thrilling and fitting end to this deserving show.
Congress said you can't use human prisoners.
Creature Commandos, December 2024. The first trailer of this upcoming animated series was unveiled at the San Diego Comic-Con, and it has sent fans into a tizzy. Creature Commandos was earlier announced in January 2023, and there were reportedly going to be 7 episodes for the first season. The story is about a team of superhumans who are part of the military, and the Creature Commandos first made their way into comic books back in 1980. The original storyline explored how Frankenstein's monster teamed up with a werewolf, vampire, and Gorgon and fought the Nazis in World War II. As for James Gunn's TV version, we expect certain changes, but the overall theme will remain the same. It's been confirmed that Weasel from Suicide Squad will also be a part of the team as the new member. We're thrilled about this upcoming series for several reasons, and the impressive voice cast is one of them. The likes of David Harbour, Indira Varma, Maria Bakalova, Zoe Chow, and Steve Agee make for a promising lineup, and Sean Gunn is going to reprise his role from James Gunn's Suicide Squad movie as Weasel. Even Viola Davis will make a comeback as Amanda Waller, and produced by DC Studios and Warner Brothers Animation, we expect nothing short of a visual treat from this one. James Gunn is the official showrunner, with all 7 episodes pinned down by him, and we strongly advise you to clear up your schedule in December to watch this series uninterrupted. Superman, July 11, 2025. Yes, it pains us to no end that Henry Cavill will no longer be Superman, but that doesn't mean we're not excited for the next big Superman project, which will be directed by James Gunn himself. David Cornswet has been cast as the new Superman, and while he's a talented actor, we'll wait before passing a verdict on his credentials as DC's poster boy superhero. The release date has been finalized for 11th July 2025, and it's recently come to the news that James Gunn has wrapped up filming for this highly anticipated project. Superman Legacy, Gunn claims, has been an emotional experience for him as the creator, and he has thanked everyone on the sets for all their cooperation in the completion of the movie. Aside from David Cornswet as Superman, we're all excited about a star-studded cast that includes the likes of Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane, Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, and Maria Gabriela de Faria as the Engineer. Also, actors like Sean Gunn, Nathan Fillion, and Skylar Gisondo will feature in additional roles. The story will follow Superman's journey as he comes to terms with his life as a superhero, accepts his Kryptonian heritage, and familiarizes with his human upbringing as Clark Kent. Of course, there will be threats challenging enough for the Man of Steel, and we expect the action and special effects to be nothing short of a stunning experience. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, June 26, 2025. Supergirl has always lingered on the shadows of Superman, until Tom King's Supergirl series added a dynamic touch to the character. Suddenly, she was transformed into something more than Superman's impulsive and powerful cousin, and it's safe to say that the current image of Supergirl among the fans is among the best characters in the DC universe. Nobody is questioning why she's getting her own movie, and it's been suggested that Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow by James Gunn has drawn inspiration from this new image of Supergirl as a symbol of strength. The story is going to delve into her personality further, and we'll witness her sorrow, kindness, and unwavering goodness that make her who she is. There will be a significant throwback to her origin story as well, and the narrative will focus on her dark journey before reaching Earth. The only major anticipation about the project is if it will match up to the brilliance of the comic book, and we have complete faith on the judgment of James Gunn regarding such things. The auditioning process to select Supergirl was fiercely competitive, and finally, Millie Alcock, who you may know from her role in House of the Dragon, has been finalized for the role. There have been rumors that Jason Momoa could be a part of this movie, but nothing has been confirmed yet. Prim or Lobo could be one of the villains, and the online chatter seems to be heavily in favor of a dark-themed, gritty narrative on Supergirl, packed with action and drama. The Batman Part 2, October 2nd, 2026. The San Diego Comic-Con has been an event of limitless revelations, and the announcement of a date for The Batman Part 2 came as welcome news for the fans. Matt Reeves updated everyone about an October 2nd release in 2026, and the discussion came up while everyone was talking about the Penguin series. Colin Farrell's character will move in a certain direction in this series, and where he ends up will be crucial to where The Batman Part 2 picks up from. Of course, it's a little too early for any kind of details on the plot, but there has been a significant confirmation on the cast. Robert Pattinson will be back as the Caped Crusader, and the likes of Andy Serkis and Jeffrey Wright will reprise their roles as Alfred and James Gordon respectively. Colin Farrell will also return as Penguin, and his solo series will serve as a bridge to the events between the first movie and the sequel. The project may have suffered a major delay, but we hope that the final product will be worth all the waiting. Marvelous verdict. DC's turnaround moment could be on the cards. It's an overwhelming prospect for the fans to come to terms with all the projects that are going to be released in the near future. To think that many others are in the waiting and have already been given the green light, this almost seems like a now or never moment for the DC universe. If a majority of these projects make a positive impact on the fans, it'll carve the roadmap ahead, and a successful outing could mean that DC's turnaround moment is not too far away. We're keeping our fingers crossed and appreciating each one of these projects as they come, and hopefully the disappointing days are behind us now. Do let us know in the comments about your thoughts on each of these projects, and don't forget to tell us about your favorite ones on the list, the movies or series that you're waiting for. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone!